In a bustling town, filled with chatter and the constant movement of people, lived a man who was shunned by most. His name was Arjun, known to all as the town beggar. Dressed in tattered clothes, with unkempt hair and a worn-out look, he wandered the streets, asking for alms from door to door. Each day, Arjun would travel through the rich suburb, hoping for kindness from the well-to-do residents. However, his shabby appearance led many to believe he was lazy, a fraud who didn't deserve their charity. Among those was Raj, a wealthy businessman who took pride in his riches, but showed disdain for those he deemed beneath him. "Get lost, you swindler," Raj would shout, slamming his door in Arjun's face, convinced of his moral high ground. But not everyone shared Raj's perspective. In a modest corner of the suburb lived old Mrs. Kapoor, a woman with a heart as large as her home was small. Each day, irrespective of her modest means, Mrs. Kapoor would offer Arjun a warm meal and a kind word. "Come in, dear," she'd say, with an embrace that felt like sunshine to the man who received little of it. As weeks turned to months, Arjun's presence became a comforting routine for Mrs. Kapoor. She admired his quiet dignity, the gratitude in his eyes each time he sat at her humble table. One day, without warning, Arjun didn't come. Concerned, Mrs. Kapoor asked around and learnt of his passing. Her sadness was immense, not just for the man she befriended, but for the questions that his departure left unanswered. Days later, a lawyer came knocking at Mrs. Kapoor's door, holding a letter with Arjun's handwriting. "My dear Mrs. Kapoor," it read, "thank you for your endless kindness and warmth. You were the beacon in my darkest hours. I did not wish to deceive, but only wanted to see the true nature of kindness. Hence, I entrust my wealth to you. May it bring you joy as you brought me peace." Unbeknownst to all, Arjun was indeed a rich man, choosing to live simply, seeking true compassion rather than accolades. As Mrs. Kapoor's eyes welled with tears, the irony struck, especially when news circulated that Raj received nothing. In the end, it was not the rich, judgmental businessman who inherited anything but the moral lesson that appearances are often deceiving. Mrs. Kapoor's heart of gold earned her more than she could have imagined, reminding all that true wealth is measured by generosity and humanity.